Good afternoon, Jacobo.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Just recently, you have been appointed as the General Manager of Sika Vietnam since April 2020. For us to get better acquainted with you, could you please share us a little bit about yourself, your background, and working history at Sika?
Yes. I'm Spanish. I'm 39 years old. And I'm married to a Spanish lady. I took my civil engineering studies in Spain, and following my graduation, I worked for 5 years in Spain. Following that time, I joined civil work in Hungary, where I was working for 3.5 years. In the year 2012, I arrived to Indonesia with Sika, where I worked for 6 years. The first 3 years, I was key project manager. And the following 3 years, I also took the responsibilities of flooring and roofing manager. Early 2018, I was appointed General Manager of Sika in Cambodia, where I kept the role until March in this year, where the company relocated me in Vietnam as a General Manager.
It's a really interesting story about you. What is your unique value that you think you will bring to Sika Vietnam?
I think that there are two main values that I would like to bring with me to Vietnam. One of them is focus, and the second one is attention to detail. And I think they are very much needed for a successful implementation of the strategy of Sika Vietnam for 2023.
You arrived in Vietnam at the right time that they have the COVID-19 outbreak. And this disease caused the significant impacts to the economy, not only of Vietnam but also of the world. So what are the biggest challenges and obstacles that Sika Vietnam has faced for the last 6 months?
Sure. I think that the year 2020 will be long reminded as the COVID year. And I think the direct implication of COVID in our life has been uncertainty. Now, coming to Sika Vietnam, I think the biggest concern that we had were the safety of our employees, how to maintain all the jobs, but also how to run the business. And in that aspect, I have to say that it was instrumental putting in place the business contingency plan, implement the remote working, as well as rolling out the Office 365 has been very good for us to continue collaborating each other and be able to come up with a successful first half of the year.
Definitely, it was a really tough time. So, what do you believe are our biggest achievement and success during that time?
Well, I think that usually when we talk about achievements, it's always about team, right? And I'm very proud of how Sika Vietnam team performed in the first half of the year. And this has been not only recognized by us, also Asia Pacific office as well as corporate team has praised Sika Vietnam for a good result in the first half of the year.
So what are the priorities in the next 6 months to achieve our business outcomes? And what do you think we can do better to achieve business accomplishment?
It is not a secret. Sika Vietnam has a very aggressive plan for 2020. So I think the key the rest of the year is, number one, focus on the key initiative that we have defined for every department. It can be production, it can be warehouse, it can be sales. We all have clear initiative that we would like to do. Second is we go from the biggest to the smaller. Where we see the largest potential is our number one priority. And our third point, especially for sales team, is be careful, pay attention to your largest product, your largest potential. That's where we wanna keep our momentum. If I have to select only one thing that we need to keep doing to be successful in 2020, will be just support each other. If you help me today, I can help you tomorrow, and that combination, that synergies, will bring the value of Sika Vietnam a lot higher and our result will be just remarkable.
A few days ago, Vietnamese government recording some new cases of coronavirus in community. So what do you want to say to Sika Vietnam team to motivate the team and overcome the challenges in the remaining months of this year?
Unfortunately, the current outbreak of cases in Da Nang and in other cities in Vietnam is put a lot of pressure for the country as well as our business. But I think moments like this are key to measure the strength of an organization like Sika Vietnam. Let me remind you, for years Sika Vietnam has been the market leader, the benchmark for construction chemicals product in the country. So if we can deliver the good value products and above all maintain our team safe, we will again restrain and stress the message in the market that Sika Vietnam remains the true market leader for construction chemical products.
So thank you so much for your time and your informative sharing today.
My pleasure to be here today, sharing my vision about Sika Vietnam, and I hope this will be the first one of the many informative videos to share the plans and the targets that we have for Sika Vietnam. Thank you very much. See you next time.